Welcome to Mark's blog, number 7. 7. Very badly done. So, Luke and I are currently here on our side quest. We're currently in Canton, Ohio. We're about to go see the Hall of Fame game between
Vikings and the Steelers.
Vikings and the Steelers. We don't know who they are. We're being very good tourists, and apparently Steelers bad, or at least the guy who threatened to push me off the staircase this morning did kindly ask if I was a Steelers fan first. So who knows? So look, we've had an awesome couple of days. As Facebook says, the girls are at a Renaissance fair and are having a look at what is essentially a wonderful organisation of stuff. Luke and I, on the other hand, have moved on to we're near Cleveland, in Ohio, and we've had an awesome time so far. Look, our flight got in early, which was pretty damned amazing. The car ride down was possibly yesterday, 1982. Yeah,
83.
It's 83. Had probably one of the best top 40s that Luke and I have heard in a while. It was like listening to, say, Flash off GTA 3 or Vice City, really Vice City. Just amazing, just a good week. Lots of good things. Number one, of course, was The Police with Every Breath You Take, which was very creepy, still very creepy whenever we listen to that. So yeah, they have an awesome 80s and 90s and 2000s. They got digital channels like we do on our radio. The exception being that, of course, we're in America. So when I listen to the 90s album with the 90s station, it's like listening to when I was growing up, going through high school. In the R&B was big. You had lots of boy bands, usually following on in the Boys to Men sort of fashion, singing. They don't get played on the radio in Australia. So I'm hearing some songs which I haven't heard for years. It's taking me back quite a fair bit. Luke keeps looking at me because every time I sing songs, then normally I'm pretty good with them. He's looking at me strangely when all of a sudden I'm like, I know some of these words, but I don't know them all. Or he could just be looking at me strangely anyway. I'm navigating really well. We're dealing with right-hand syndrome quite well, where we have to turn corners and suddenly we're pointing into the left lane and we have to remind ourselves, no, quickly move to the right to avoid accidents.
It's not quite that bad.
No, not quite that bad. Look, it's only happened a couple of times. Also really cool, though, is that, kind of trippy, is the fact that there are lots of flashing yellow lights at intersections, which are quite terrifying because we're looking around for extra cars and slowing down, and a lot of people are possibly getting irritated with this. But you know what? We're safe, and we're going to continue to remain so. They can also bite Luke. They can't bite me. I'm really just not in the mood to be bitten. What else was good? Oh, we went and saw Shakespeare last night, which sadly, as much as we love Shakespeare in the Park for all of our regulars, this just beat it. It was really, really good. Apparently they do it every year. They've spent 14 years in one of the most beautiful, picturesque locations I've ever seen.
I think they were also doing Midsummer Night's Dream earlier in the month, or last month.
They did Midsummer Night's Dream we saw. Henry V is the one we saw. Last year they did Henry I, Part 1. Henry IV, Part 1. Which was good, which apparently then they recapped that before the show, because they had about 40 minutes to do so. They performed 3 songs to get the crowd warmed up, and then did Henry V, and it was funny, and the cast were really good. Right on the money, lots of epic combat, because it deals with the Battle of Agincourt. For those people who are fans of the whole reenactment and violent combat, medieval combat, as told by Shakespeare. And I must admit, if I could have battles where I only lose 5 and 20 men, compared to the thousands and thousands of French who bite the dust. Wow, I'd love to.
Possibly exaggerated a little bit by Shakespeare.
Oh, Will never lies. Will never lies. He may steal a lot, but never gets things wrong. Yeah, so we're currently sitting here in Canton now. It's funny because I am so used to the MCG. Luke and I have driven here with a rental car that I automatically assumed that Luke and I'd be able to drive into the stadium and there'd be assigned parking, park for $10. Yeah, not a worry. We've already driven down there to pick up the tickets. There are houses right next door to the stadium. And they've got signs. $20 parking. You want to park on their lawn? $20. Now, I don't know about you, but I know that there are laws against doing that in Australia. You got to have, business permits and shit to do that. But, god damn it, $20. And that price will probably only go up as the day goes on. So Luke and I are going to be looking for a park and probably have to walk 15-20 minutes to get to the stadium. But we've got tickets, and our tickets have seats. So that will be okay. We're gonna get there. I don't know what we're gonna do about souvenirs. I know they've got wholesale. I know they've got stores, but I'm not quite sure. I do want a giant finger with one on it. I don't know if I'm gonna get that here or at the baseball game. Probably at the baseball game. It seems more of a baseball thing. If you notice me looking off, it's because I'm looking at Luke. Luke's like,
hi guys.
So as I said, this is a Luke and Mark journey, which is pretty good. Without giving anything away, the other thing we've done, we saw the Fantastic Four. I'm not going to spoil anything. I think
the film will do that all on its own.
Thanks, Luke. It wasn't good. I'm glad I saw it for completeness, because it is a Marvel film. Even if Fox, God may they burn in whatever fiery coals that they can. And hopefully this means that they'll give it back to Marvel. Because this was terrible. But go and see it, make your own judgments. Don't just listen to me. Although you should listen to me, because I'm right in this case, but it's up to you to make those decisions yourselves. On a case-by-case basis, but this is pretty bad. Yeah, Shakespeare made it look has made this movie look really, 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 really bad.
They don't write them like they used to.
They don't write them like they used to, and even they didn't write them then like they used to. So yeah, we're in a. I'm going to go with an X-Files motel. We're on the second floor. It's got the 2 bedrooms. The place smells of cigarette smoke, even though there's no smoking. It still smells of cigarette smoke. Our next door neighbours are were very active last night, past midnight. Either they were active or they just obviously enjoy ramming their bed up against the wall next to us. So kind of impressive. Luke thankfully slept through it. Or at least I hope Luke slept through it. I struggled. That was pretty bad. But the place was nice, nice and clean. Also on this weekend, for those people who just happen to be in the area, there's a twin convention. Of course, I forgot my twins, but sorry, because they've gone to a Renaissance fair, but it was just kind of ironic that we've just spent all this time with a bunch of twins only to run into 40,000 of them. Or 80,000 people, but 40,000 twins. Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about, Luke? Is there anything else have I missed? Or no?
Oh, there's apparently a burger festival.
A burger festival. Yeah. Oh, we went to it. Wait, no, we did do one other thing. We went to a Great Eagles, which is apparently a giant supermarket. And it's bad when the employees are sitting there mouthing off to their own jingle and just look so beaten and defeated as this poor girl was. And she would have only been about our age, or would have been young, would have been only in her 20s. And she just looked so defeated. And we're like, I take it they play that a lot. She's like, every day on the half hour. Yes, I hear it for the last 10 years. No, she would have been our age then. Shit. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes. So that was kind of scary. Still have yet to find a pizza with pineapple on it, which is
Why did you put fruit on pizza?
Oh, because it tastes good. They put sugar in everything else.
You might get lucky at your Pizza Hut.
We may get lucky at Pizza Hut. We are going to attempt a Pizza Hut. They've got the old style giant
all you can eat buffet
things. Luke and I are going to give that an attempt tomorrow. Theoretically, once we get up and have left the...
Great for our stomachs and our digestive system.
Oh, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. After some of the crap we've had, we should be fine. I got over the seafood.
It's true.
What else are we doing tomorrow? Sorry. Okay, so that's the other thing we did. So last day in Chicago, I found a couple of really good gaming stores, had a couple of chats with them. So some interesting things which don't really matter to anybody unless they're obviously from GGs or have dealings with them. But things like the way the Yu-Gi-Oh format is progressing over there, which is at least of value to Josh, in that they've moved on to GOATs, which I know is his baby, his format. Magic, they're talking about things like Bushiroad have their own store, so they've got the same problems with the distributor having their own marketable store nearby, which means, of course, you can't sell any of their products. So a lot of the same issues.
And Wizards doesn't run the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
And ironically, this is the big thing we found out, because we wondered why Wizards wasn't Gen Con. Okay, Magic was, and D&D was, but there was not a Wizards booth or a Wizards stand. Now, after talking with this guy, apparently they don't do any of their conventions over here whatsoever. In fact, they don't even do their own GPs. They're run by stores. So I know that's different in Australia. In Australia, we have a very good division of people who run stuff, but the larger chains of stores in America are the ones running things. So GPLA, the guy was telling us, is run by...
Vegas.
Huh?
It was Vegas.
Oh, GP Vegas, sorry. LV. GP Las Vegas was run by a whole bunch of other stores. Channel Fireball chipped in, to help run this game. Which just proves the success and power of Hasbro. That they don't have to run their own events, and they sell and will get profit. Yeah. Alright, so today Luke and I are going to do some shopping. Hopefully buy a few things. We saw a costume shop apparently, or a billboard for one. So we're going to have a look at that. And hopefully we'll keep you informed as we progress. In the meantime, hope you're all looking out for each other and staying safe. And I'm going to post some photos of some stuff that I've had on my phone from the Chicago leg of the trip. Alright, so hope you're all doing well, and we'll speak to you again soon. Ciao.